And I talked to him. So
Okay, we live. Hey y'all. Hey, we here. Hello, hello, hello. We here.
hello.
We here, Saints, Saints, and friends. We are here, Saints, Saints, and friends. Um, London got the link. Thais, Kyrie gonna be here. Um, do I need to put some background music on?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
You know
yeah.
what? Play that song. Play that song you play Friday night.
What song?
You know that song that lady that was singing somehow I made it, whatever it was.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on, Saints. Let's just go ahead and get on into that. Oh, somehow, man, I'm truly made. Oh, yeah. Oh, somehow, man, I'm truly made. Oh, yeah. I shed a tear down through the years. Oh, yeah, yeah. Heartache and pain, sunshine and rain. Oh, yeah. Sometimes up, sometimes down. Oh, yeah. Oh, somehow I made it. I truly made it. Oh, yeah. Hey, heartache and pain, 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 sunshine and rain, sunshine and rain. Somebody said I couldn't. Somebody said I wouldn't. Somebody said I couldn't. Somebody said I wouldn't. Still I kept on going. Still I kept on going. Still I kept on praying. Still I kept on praying. Still I kept on trusting. Still I kept on believing. Still I kept on praying. 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 I kept on trusting. I kept on trusting. I kept on believing. All right. Hey.
I love that. I love that song.
Well, we're here.
Come on, come on. Let me send my brother a message. Come on in the room.
We're here. Ain't nobody ambushing nobody. Oh, hey, Miss Jackson, how you doing? Hey. Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. When is Caripas?
Okay, he said he will be in just a second.
I need everybody present for the meeting. I want to be at the meeting. Round the cross after the separation from the right hand.
Hey, everyone
Oh,
out there.
hey, Auntie Deb. Hey, Michelle. I
Auntie
want to
Deb.
be at the meeting.
Are we live on YouTube too? Yeah, we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whoa, I want to be at the meeting. I want to be at the meeting.
London.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, brother.
Hi.
All right, let's just hopefully Thais and Kyrie will be on in a second here. How are you doing?
Fine.
Okay, great. You doing car ministry today?
I am.
Oh, okay. All right, all right. Let's see what the other folks out. hmm Now y'all know we got to start out better than this because I feel like how we start out is how we gonna end up.
I'm
No, I'm
good,
just, I'm
bro.
just, I'm just waiting for the rest of the guys to come in,
Okay.
cause
Y'all summons me here.
Well, it wasn't asked because we know it's been lives and things like that, but I want to wait until everybody gets here before we get into that.
Sure, no problem. Y'all do your thing.
hmm All right, all right.
I'm sitting in front of my grandma's house, honey, with these damn greens that she want me to cut. But I mean, other than that, I ain't
Oh,
doing shit.
I thought you was going to church, brother.
I was, but then my grandma caught me on the way. She was like, "Oh, you know I'm at home." I'm like, "Girl."
I was
So
actually
yeah.
on my way to. I actually pulled up into the parking lot, and then when I sat there for a minute, I was like, you know what? Mm-mm. I pulled out and went and got some gas. What you said, brother? You muted. I didn't hear nothing you said.
That was my cousin asking, what was I doing? I'm like, I'm sitting in front of grandma's house. That's all.
Oh, okay. Okay. What kind of greens you cutting up?
Girl, these long collard greens, bitch. That she
Oh,
done bought
okay.
from the farmer's market instead of going to get the bad greens. That's already cut up. You know my grandma. She's sticking her ways, honey.
hmm Hey, everybody out there in the comments. Good to see you all. Praise the Lord. Demario got
That's
my spirit stirring with that song he played. So yes. Now where is East and Kyrie?
I just
I
texted
don't
them.
know.
Well, I know Mother said she was putting on her face, so you know
Girl, why do mother gotta put her face on?
she was putting on her face, real quick. So
Child, look, that link you sent me, a mother, bitch, I died when I seen it. Bitch, I said, oh my God. I was like, baby, what's really going? Hey, Kyrie, how are you? I said, well,
Oh,
what's really going on, girl?
yes, Kyrie, you got them bundles up and down. You got them bundles under there.
yeah, y'all know it's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Right. Don't nobody be up on the way on no goddamn Sunday.
Kyrie said he had tie to press and curl and all that.
I thought London was going to church.
I was until I got a nice little text from Granny that said, I'm at home, so I'm sitting in front of her house right
All right.
now. I'm finna help her with Sunday dinner like always. And then that's gonna be that.
Yes, what else she cooking? I need to sit for a
Macaroni,
plate by you.
right. Macaroni and cheese, yellow rice, um, blueberry muffins, and what else has she got it on that counter? She doing a peach cobbler today. So,
Oh, good Lord. I love a good peach cobbler.
yeah.
Yes.
What kind of meat y'all having?
Fried chicken.
Oh yeah.
She wanted chicken today. So I'm
Lord, they
finna
said
go sling
Casey
my
said
chicken over herself.
Fed Casey said FedEx me a plate, London.
I can't FedEx you no plate, Casey, but whenever you come to Jacksonville, I got you. You just gotta let me know when you come.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Wow. Hey, Auntie Deb said she driving to Jacks to eat with London.
She better come on in. But yeah, so I gotta cut these greens up because they're from the farmers market, which I'm just not understanding. I don't have my. So I hope she got vanilla baking soda and salt in here because I'm gonna be mad if she don't.
Jazz, you eating Sunday dinner already?
I mean some
The breakfast. Oh,
I had some barbecue yesterday, so um so I'm wait. Ace is I guess he gonna be in this on his way in a minute. So um
he's got to pull up late.
As always, that bitch always
so
gotta be late, girl.
the purpose for this live is because one, London felt some type of way because of what this little boy said the other day, and Thais addressed it, added London in there, and in London's address, London said, you know, I'm the one with an issue with him. Um, so I told London in his video and in the post, I said, you know, I don't have an issue with you. Didn't. I said what I needed to say, and we said this privately. We said this in a group. We said in a group with all of us, and that was there. London removed himself from the group,
I did.
and you know it was what it was. I didn't remove him. I didn't say London couldn't be on the show. What I did say was I said we need to talk because of some things that we need to just kind of like iron out, you know, before we keep going forward because it was just a lot going on. I said this publicly. I said this to him privately. There it is. But to keep saying that I got an issue with you, no sir, no sir. So here we
Okay.
go.
So let me address what you said. Yes, I removed myself out of the group because you sent everyone the link individually, and I'm like, okay, there was no need for me to be a part because I deleted myself. I did do that. I took myself out because I felt like I've like if you say you still need to talk to me and I'm off the work for 4 or 5 days and you don't pick up the phone and call me, I'm thinking we're fine. I didn't know we still had an issue. So of course I'm gonna delete myself. Of course I'm gonna remove myself out of an equation that was technically to me was never something that I felt comfortable with. That was just that. Second, I don't have an issue with you. The only issue I did have with you was why you wouldn't pick up the phone and call me when we talk almost every other day. That was it. Now, in terms of me talking to people and venting about what happened, I have that right. That bitch, I have that right. I can call whoever I want to call about it. But I didn't publicly try to embarrass or anything about whatever happened between me and you because I respected you as my brother. And I know for a fact I was not going to go live about you about nothing. So I went live this morning pertaining to something that was said about me on somebody else's live. Am I correct, Thais?
I'm just here for moral support. I
Correct.
was
Okay.
I'm just here for moral support because
So
I don't want to get involved.
the
I don't
phone
want to get
call I
involved.
got, the phone call I got was somebody said something about whatever I said on an email that he received. So I was defending myself and saying, I don't need Thais to defend me. I greatly appreciate it, but at the end of the day, I don't need it.
No, well,
Second,
I wasn't defending you. What I was
okay,
saying in my life was that's not something that ain't something London I've ever heard London say.
that
So I
was
think
something that I never said. So
yeah,
I
I
said
didn't
what he
defend you.
said,
I
what
was
I
just
said,
correcting.
yeah,
I was
what
correcting
he
the
said.
narrative because it was just
Either way it
something that
go, either way it go, I appreciate it, and that's what I told you
okay.
this morning. So between me and Demario, I kind of don't want to do this, but I'll do it. So things have been said that have been done to me that have been hurtful. And that's just that.
Okay, so what's been done has been hurtful.
You made a live about me. That was hurtful. Trying to get me to come on to discuss whatever. I'm not finna do that with you. Because that's nobody's business what me and you got going on.
So London, let's because we grown.
Go ahead.
If I'm telling you, I'm
Even if you
telling you.
invite, but see, that's the thing. Even if you inviting me somewhere, bro, or for
No, no,
everybody
no,
to
no,
see,
no. Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold on.
coming.
If I'm telling you this before all this even went down like this, if I'm telling you something like, hey, let's not boo 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 boo, and then you want to sit up here and feel some type of way about it because you didn't had a whole fallout and we didn't all talked about it. You said, oh, I guess I'm just gonna be off.
In that
Okay.
moment, and in that time, yes, I said, let me just delete myself because
Now
I'm
this is
not with
before
this.
you even
I'm not with.
deleted yourself. Before you deleted yourself, you said, I'm just gonna be off for a minute. Boom. It is I said
That
we all was
conversation.
like, oh,
That
okay.
conversation we had because that conversation came about after the fact. Ashley did whatever he did. So that was another thing. I was like, okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. You call me your brother, this and that, and that was that. Regardless if you and Ashley had a conversation, I don't care about the
Okay,
conversation.
let's deal with Ashley's situation. From before Ashley, Beverly and
No,
Beatty,
no, we gonna do
all
before. We could do after. We could do now, bro. Like I
either way,
look, either
London,
way it go.
what I said to you even privately and with these guys on here is that because this however it may sound, because this is my platform and I got to sit up out here and deal with all these other people, I got to go and talk to these folks to be like, listen, this that happened, what's up? What was really going on? When Beverly and Beatty, I was like, look, what you did was wrong. How you came at the guys and even me was wrong. How you came at us even on the side of with your platform, that was real wrong. I addressed that already with them. They came back to you and tried to apologize. What did you say? Fuck you, bitch. That's what you
That's what I
said to them.
said.
That's what you said. I told you and I had a conversation. I said, London, if they came to you and wanted to make that situation right, that was big of them. And the only thing you had to say was, fuck you, bitch.
That's what I said.
Huh?
That's what I said.
Okay, moving on from that. You act like it wasn't no big deal. Again, I told you, I said, London, I want you to go ahead and get your own platform so you can at least have, get your feet wet so you can kind of feel like what it, get a feeling of what's going on so you'll understand what I'm trying to tell you. All right, cool. That never happened. When some more situations went down, now the situation with you and Four Eyes, that was totally, that was disrespectful.
See, to
It
me,
was what it
in
was.
that moment, it was like, okay, you want me to be something that I'm really trying not to be. So for you to write me and then block me, you ain't really want this smoke. That's fine. I accepted and swallowed that. No problem.
Who
That
you
is
talking
what I
about? You
said.
talking about glasses or
Ashley.
you talking about?
Well, both of them were glasses. So
No,
either
no,
way
no.
it goes.
I'm talking about the woman with the big cat glasses. You remember that situation?
I, I'm not talking about her. That situation is funny to me.
Yeah, I
I'm
was talking
talking
about the
about
one where she was shading you. I was talking about her. Now the situation, it was something else, but the situation with Ashley.
that situation with her. I paid that situation because bitch, you don't even know me, and I really don't even care. At the end of the day, I didn't care. Now, Ashley, since you want to bring that up, to me, and this is just how I felt, but somebody to write me and say that y'all had a conversation about me, it didn't matter what the conversation was about. As a brother, I would have picked up the phone and said, "Hey, bro, I had this conversation with you, so this is what was said that I said about you. You didn't do that."
We had a conversation about this
What I'm
already.
saying, is this: for even you claim that Ashley, you wrote me or whatever, you didn't know. I don't even care. The fact that I put in a group, hey, how do I respond to this? Was ample for you to say, and you didn't say that you had a conversation. After I said, well, how do I respond to this? Then you said you had a conversation.
I didn't tell you I had a conversation with Beverly Beatty, but she inboxed you and she
No,
tried to apologize.
Beverly and Beatty didn't inbox me.
Or
It was her
Edme, whichever one.
whoever it was, inboxed me and said, "I apologize." And the result from me was, "Bitch, fuck you," is what I said. Because to me, you never should have came on anybody else's platform doing what they did. Now, the fact where I got mad was when they started talking about Thais. That's when I got mad. That's when I was like, "Fuck this show, fuck all that," because now you
Look, you
talking
don't
about my brother.
listen. I'm gonna do it like you. I'm gonna do it like you said about me earlier. You don't have to defend me. I'm a
I
grown
get it.
ass
I get it. I get
woman.
it.
I'm a grown woman. You don't have to defend me.
I get it. You a grown ass
Don't use me. Please don't use me as the reason why you went off on anime.
so
Please.
what happened was, because I think Thais was taking too long to
Don't do
defend
that.
himself. Wait, because Thais was taking too long to defend himself in that moment. So then yes,
Baby. Wait. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do Thais was taking too long.
You was, bitch, you was taking too long.
My thing is this. I am very cognizant of this is my brother's platform. I'm very cognizant of it. And the only reason I did eventually go there is because she just was persistent with it. She wouldn't stop. So I matched her with her energy at the end because it was just team too much. But I'm always cognizant of this is not my platform. So I can't just talk to people any kind of way because I would want Jives to come on the Thais report and do that on my platform, which he has never done that. So
Mhm.
the thing about it is that when you're on a platform and it's not yours, it's not your platform, you should always have in the back of your head that there's consequences to the person whose platform this is. And that's why Jay last night or Saturday, Friday night
Baby,
with Jay,
listen, I don't
that
even want to talk about that,
situation.
but
Let
since
me
we gonna
finish,
bring that
London.
up,
Let me
go
finish,
ahead.
baby. We gave you the floor. You
Go ahead.
interjected my name. That's why I'm replying. So the situation with Jay, the only reason people can do that like that is when they don't give a fuck about the platform. That's the only reason I can think of. Lamar or the little boy, we're gonna call him the little boy, and
Yeah,
Jay. The
Irvin.
only reason people can do that is when they don't give a fuck about the person's platform.
I was
That's
like,
how I feel.
he did what? Look, how I feel about that, that's not up for discussion.
Even with
um,
that situation, I talked to Auntie Deb. I talked to
I
Jay.
called Auntie to make sure she was okay. Cause like, bitch, you said some hurtful shit to this woman.
Well, here's the thing. Both of them said some stuff to each other. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Auntie already said she was had a little drink carrying on, and she just went off. Jay responded because I went back and watched the video, and it was what it was.
But
That's
you know
not
what,
why we're
guys?
here.
You know what, Giles? Let's not get sidetracked. That I don't want that to get sidetracked. Y'all were talking about Ashley and Anime. Let's get back on task.
Okay,
So
so
with
when Ashley
Ashley,
wrote, go ahead.
With Ashley, I had talked to Ashley because I was trying to figure out what we were doing because we were working on something that was supposed to be I understanding that was all of us. That's what I was understanding was all of us, including London. That's what I was
Hmm.
understanding.
That was true.
So I was like, okay, so I know London said some stuff on the platforms. Is we still good? What's up? And so he was like, well, Jives, here's the thing, they wanted to do the show with you, and Thais and Kyrie was being considered. And I said, well, okay, well, listen, I just wanted to make sure because I know I included all the guys in what I was doing, and that is what it is. I said, I just, wanted to get some things clear because again, I want to make sure everybody can make some money. I'm not responsible for what anybody does on their own. If somebody says something, I'm not responsible for it. Okay. Ashley took upon himself to inbox you, and
Right.
Ashley
So
said,
that's what I was
you,
like. Wait, what? Why did you even write me? So let me redress that. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Now, I wasn't expecting that from him. I wasn't expecting no writing, no nothing. I wasn't expecting that. So when he did write me, I was like, the fuck? Like, so that's when I was like, okay, how do I respond to this? Because normally I would have just cut Ashley out and keep going. And because I guess he didn't get that from me, you decided to do whatever you did. Now, that's
Who
what
decided
under
to do
bridge
whatever
for
they
me.
did?
Ashley, that's what under bridge for me. The
Oh,
issue
okay.
that's what under bridge. Like I don't give a fuck because you not paying my bills. Like I don't give a damn. Like okay, whatever. Now the situation that was between me and you, I didn't want to do it publicly because I felt like whatever me and you got going on, that's nobody's business. That's why I never did what I did. That was never the reason of me going live. The only reason why I went live this morning was because my name was mentioned. That was it. Now, the other part about me being calling the show messy, yes, I called it messy. I sure did. I sure did.
What was messy? Because I didn't even hear that part.
No, so I guess somebody reminded me that you called the show messy. I said, well, yeah, I did say that. Like, I'm grown, so
And
we're
to
gonna
be
call it.
clear, that somebody was me
That
because
was Darius who
I
called
listened
me
to the
before
live
we
and
got
I
on
called
and was
him.
like, brother, why you say, hey man, listen, look, I done had my medicine. It is what it is. So I don't have any issues at all. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
So,
I'm
so
Gucci.
my question is, one, why are you mad? Two, why do you say I have an issue with you?
Well, for one, to answer your question, I'm not mad. I'm more so hurt than anything. Me being mad has nothing to do with it. Two, if you feel like you have an issue with me, why you won't pick up the phone and call me? That's just how I feel. Now, once again, I don't have no issue with you. I'm not even mad with you at this point. If you want to talk about I'll talk about this stuff when we get off of here. That's fine. My number is still yet the same. My number ain't changed.
But you say that I have an issue with why would I have an issue with you?
Um, I'm not sure at this point. Like I don't know if you do. Even if you do have an issue with me, I wouldn't know it if you did. So
Brother, excuse me for 1 second. Can we do this? Because we
go
all
ahead.
on here, and I said to you privately before we got on here, we're all on here together. This is already very much in the public. Let's be transparent. Let's tell the truth. However you feel, please tell
Transparency
the
would
truth.
be.
However you
I
feel.
felt like if you call me your brother, I wouldn't diminish your character about whatever because I'm your brother, bro. Like I'm your little brother. So why would I publicly say what me and you got going on? So that right, I was like, well, damn, I'm a little hurt by this because out of all things, like you got my phone number. You could have called me and told me if you still had an issue, and to me, you didn't. So honestly, yes, I was mad. Yes, I was hurt. Yes, I was all of those things. I'm human like everybody else is.
Okay, so you say that you were hurt because I said something publicly. Okay. All of this that's going on with other people, you calling all these individuals talking about what I did to you, that's being made public. So I'm
So,
having to,
so
because
the so
one, I
go
don't
ahead.
know who all you talk to. So now I have to address a situation that was private again. If you went ahead and got your platform and started working towards what I was telling you, you would understand when people make a private situation public, whether it's on social media or calling other people, it's being made public. One, I said to you, we all said to you, this matter of fact, Thais, this is what I was saying about Lamar. You coming at me about something that we've all talked to you about, but it's being made at me, and now
No,
I'm the
because
one with a problem.
so somebody had asked me why hadn't I been on Friday, and I explained to them the situation of why I had not been on. And I said this, and I quote, until me and you have a conversation, I'm never gonna be on show. That's exactly what I said. I didn't badmouth you. I didn't bash you. I didn't do any of that because I was like, Demario, despite the fact, me and you still brothers at the end of the day. And to me, I felt like, well, I didn't do anything. So why should I be the one to reach out when I didn't do anything? That's how I felt. That's what I told Darius. That's what I told Thais at one point. I was like, bro, I ain't do shit to this man. So why should I be the one to make amends when I didn't do anything? I told both of them that. Now, in terms of me saying, in terms of the platform that you use, I can't acknowledge and say, I need to work on what I say at my mouth. I've already said both. I told both of them that. I told both of them that. So, yes, I did it in a way to where it would get your attention for you to call me, not for you to publicly say what we got going on. Like even doing this right now is kind of like out my comfort zone. I don't even do shit like this. If it's not Darius live that I'm on a Wednesday, I don't go live. That's facts. I don't do this shit like on the live base. I don't do it because to me, what me and you got going on, it should be nobody's business. At the end of the day.
Can I interject here for a second? Because I feel like since we're here, and I said this before,
go ahead.
This is really the opportunity to really get it out. And I still feel like there are things that you want to say that you're not saying. And brother, I want you to really be transparent today because we all here. We all took time out of our Sunday, you included. And this is the time to get it out because it's already out in the public. It's in the comments, it's everywhere. It's time to put our cards on the table.
Hello, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's time to put our cards on the table. Because what do you want from? Okay, you said you feel like you felt hurt. I'm still a little confused about. I don't think you've gone into the full extent of what it is that you say you're hurt about, because there were issues leading up to your exit from the show.
It was a lot of issues. Some issues with me should be talked about in private, but hey, we all here, so no problem. I do not have an issue with you. I want you to understand I don't have an issue with you at all. But it's just certain things that I feel like we should talk in private. That's just me.
I'm sorry, Linda. About
Go ahead.
About what? About what?
So
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at. I'm not. Okay. Let me cut. Because somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. Okay, I'll do it.
What did he leave?
I don't know, but listen. Maybe he lost a signal. Somebody has to do it. I think it got to a point where it was becoming too much. Jives really became exasperated at London's antics over time. Okay, so Jives gave London a time frame in which to call him and let's discuss this. So when the link was not sent to London, London felt some type of way about that show. Okay, I didn't get the link, so I'm not going to call you. If you're not going to call, then now we have what we call an impasse. Both parties are saying, listen, I gave you a deadline. And then the other party says, I don't care about the deadline. You shouldn't have gave me a deadline. You should just send me the link. Okay, so that's what we had. There's nothing to talk about in private. There's no other issue in private unless I was involved in something that I don't know about. So bottom line, at some point, people have to make decisions about their platform. And is somebody an asset or a liability? That's just the bottom line. And the people in the comments, they can love or hate whoever they want. It's people that don't like me. It's people that love me.
Don't like me.
But that doesn't have anything to do with this man's platform. You can love London or you can hate London. But at the end of the day, this is somebody's platform. Period. And people will make decisions based on their platform which is a part of their livelihood. Because at the end of the day, when your page is shut down, everybody's going to disperse, even the viewers, and they will go find other content to watch. So Jives had to make a decision based on what he was feeling and what he was seeing in the comments. And this is no shade to London. We had a conversation, all five of us, when the Ashley situation broke down. And we talked for nearly an hour, and London didn't understand nothing we were saying. We talked for nearly an hour trying to tell London, it ain't that serious, brother. Just let it go. And London didn't get it. He just didn't get it. And at that point, I had stopped saying, like, you know what? I'm going to have to let London just live his life, because when you try to mentor or show London just, he has a situation in his head, and he can't, what you're saying to him won't break through the situation in his head. So I just say, you know what? All I can do is just offer moral support to everybody and just, pass out sandwiches in the canteen hall. That's all I can do.
Well, see, Tynes, here's the thing. I'm glad you said that, because that really is, that's what it is. The decision that I made was I said that particular week before London decided to remove himself, I said before, and I said this to you, I said this to Darius, because London, the only time London called me was when it was around the time that man spit in his hand and rubbed it on his brother's face. He called me, he called Thais and said, well, I want to, let's talk about the Mike Todd situation. And, I'm just calling about the doc. And I'm like, London, we really need to talk, because he called me like 4, 5 in the morning about it. And I was like, well, yeah, that's going to be on the docket, but I'm half asleep, and we need to talk about some other stuff. So I'm going to go back to sleep, because I was looking at my phone like, you want to call me about a docket, but you don't want to call me about all of this that's going on. Like, you get mad and all of this stuff like that, but you can't say, brother, bop, 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 just like he said. And he has the link, and he ain't came back on. Like, I wish I could show y'all my script. Matter of fact, let me just pull this shit up right now so y'all can see this. Okay, so London is not here. Saints and friends. Oh shit, can I? Oh yeah, there we go. So y'all see this right here? Ain't it on? So London is not here. Saints and friends. He is not here, and y'all ain't heard that. Y'all ain't heard that. So he ain't came back on. Okay, all right. Praise the Lord. Did I click it on? I think
it just is with London. I mean, you could come on and try to, kind of figure out what happened, but if London feels a certain way, I just think it's nothing going to change his mind. So it was a great effort to try to at least try to figure out at the core, or at least just try to iron out some of the stuff so that everybody could be on. When you're on social media, it ain't no tension and ain't no shade, So,
yes.
But
and I felt like we were starting to get to the core. That's why I kept pressing him. No, you're not really saying how you really feel. That's why I kept pressing him.
Amber Soprano, you said, I think you guys need to get him back on because he seems like he really would take the conversation in a bad way. No, Darius tried to text him, and I don't know. Here's the thing. I've tried. I really have tried to communicate this with London. It's almost like I don't know what else to say, because if I'm telling you something, and even like I said with the whole Beverly and Beatty situation, he even admitted himself. He told them ladies, "Fuck you." The women came to them. Thais, did they say something to you?
I blocked them, so I don't know. I blocked Anime and Beverly, so I would know. They probably did apologize, but honey, I blocked everything with a B and an E in on Instagram.
So I just talked to London. He is on his way back on live. He'll be on in just a second.
Okay.
Because I really want to finish this.
So and why did he get off?
I don't know, but I called him just now. That's why I went off screen. I say I need you back in, because after today, I want this to be settled.
Yeah, because like there's no point in comments on a live to say I did something to you when honestly I didn't. I said because he didn't want to talk to me. You want to come on the show and get mad because I'm having to address some things, but you don't want to say nothing to me, but you want me to call you. That's the crazy thing. Like you want to fuck up and act a fool and cuss everybody out, but I'm responsible to call you to make amends. How in the world does that make sense? So then when I'm saying, I'm like, okay, look, since you don't want to talk, I told Darius and I told Thais, I told everybody, I said, since he don't want to talk, y'all tell him if he does not call me by Friday. No, I said by Thursday. No, was it by Friday or Thursday? It was one of them days.
Yeah, I think it was Thursday.
It was
He ain't
Thursday.
coming on the show. Like, you're not coming on the show until you call me. So then that Friday night, when I sent everybody the link, and I know London, he may be listening. I don't know. I said, London does not call me Thursday, Friday, one of them days. I said, he's not going to be on the show. So come Friday, he didn't call me. He didn't text me. He didn't say nothing. Darius talked to him that day. Thais talked to him that day. Kyrie talked to him that day. Auntie Deb talked to him that day. I don't know who else he talked to. So when it came time for the show, I sent everybody the link personally because I said, I want you all to come on the show, but he has not called me. He can call everybody else and talk to everybody else, but he can't call and talk to me. So then I sat there, and while we're on the show, he didn't come on the show. He didn't say nothing, but something was said about somebody education or something. Then he was like, where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the motherfucking link at? I'm just sitting up here just going on with the show. Then he calls Thais. He calls Darius. He called Kyrie. Send me the link. Everybody said, brother, you need to call Jives. You need to talk. What the fuck I need to call Jives for? Send me the motherfucking link. I ain't got to talk to Jives. Send me the goddamn link. I kept on with the show. I didn't say shit, and I went on about my business. My thing is this right here. If you don't respect me enough to at least try to understand what I'm saying, because, you know, like all of this crazy foolishness that carrying on, this didn't just start. Like, real talk, this didn't just start. This go way back. Because he was out here cutting up, acting a fool with Thais, Kyrie, and myself. Fat shaming, talking about we fucking bottoms. And, you know, I'm like, okay, dude, like, you know, hey. You know what I'm saying? Folks inboxing and calling Thais, talking about, bitch, why the fuck is you letting this little nigga talk to you like this? And we was kind of like, we just, he feeling all of us out. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to get to know each other, and that is what it is. So when all of this stuff transpired, it's just like, it is what it is. So now we here. When I didn't send him the link, he got mad. And he kept first, he called everybody else. Then he called the group. Never called me.
Okay. Excuse me, brother. FLD. You see, I don't know if you just came into the conversation or I don't know what's going on, but everybody has talked to London. I know I have talked to London extensively and tried to mentor and talk to him. When you talk to London, you can tell when someone's listening to what you're saying. You can tell when you're really giving somebody some good advice. So there's only so much you can damn do when somebody is, not really listening to what you're saying. It's something with this generation, this particular generation X, Z, whatever they are. When you try to talk to them and they're giving you all of these rebuttals and scenarios against what you're saying. So it becomes like, girl, I don't even know what to say. I give up. So in order to be mentored, you need to be a mentee. You have to be able to receive what people are saying. It's not like no one has reached out to London. It's like no one mistreated London. So I don't think you're very, aware of, the inner doings in the backstage. We're not just kings on Friday nights. It was not. We talk to each other all throughout the week. So I don't. Sometimes it makes you like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to give. To be honest, Josh came on right now and did this show. London's energy from the gate was what is classic London. If anybody watching this, they'll say, "Well, you know what? Hell, London really haven't evolved since the breakup because he's still giving classic London with the energy." And I'm saying this, I love London. I'm just saying this as a brother. Your energy has not evolved.
Here's the thing, and Jay, I need you to shut your ass up in these damn comments trying to be funny. First of all, when the situation happened with Jay, and this is not even about Jay, but let me give you a good example. When the situation was about Jay, I'm gonna tell you, I told London because London brought Jay in. I didn't tell him to. He brought Jay in because Jay was asking everybody how was he fitting with the show and everything. He brought Jay in, so I told him because we was having an issue with Jay and everything like that. Y'all, if I'm lying, y'all say, "Well, brother, now that ain't," because these niggas ain't got no problem with saying if I'm wrong. And so I told London, I said, "Well, London, since you brought him in and y'all, everybody having this issue with Jay, and Jay is done, you go ahead and give him the exit. You go ahead and remove him." And that's what he did. Okay. So that's how that happened. So me and Jay, I one day, because I said that. I had to remove. I had reached out to Jay. I was like, "Look, boom, 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 XYZ, this is what all happened. Now, it's some shit we just can't keep doing because it just ain't right. You and Thais got issues. Y'all was going back and forth on the show. It was real disrespectful. Thais didn't even, he was like, "Brother, I'll come on another time. He ain't there. We can have season 1 with Jay and we'll have season 2 with Thais and shit. We'll just do it like that." I said, "No, brother." I said, "Look, we're going to have to work this out." So I talked to Jay and we was able to talk and I brought him on and we all talked and we moved on. This past Friday ain't got nothing to do with us. That was the situation with him and Auntie Deb, which is the first time that some shit like that didn't happen. So it just is what it is. Period. Okay. Them two grown peoples, they, whatever. We're not here to talk about that. But I talked to him because I removed him. I told London would still be in the group. I didn't remove him. So then when everybody is getting calls about me, I'm like, my phone ain't ringing that damn time. Hold on, what's the one say? Anthony wants to go live with him and Clara. What the hell is this? Hold on, who the hell is this? Oh, what?
Everybody has favorites, Everybody has favorites. A lot of people didn't like Jay. A lot of people just didn't like Jay. But that don't mean somebody didn't like Jay. Hell, there's people that don't like me. I know that's hard to believe. They just don't like me. I know that's hard to believe. It's people that don't like Darius and Kyrie. But you have to take it.
It is what it is. And I say this all the time. People of relevance will always be talked about.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of people didn't like Jay. They just didn't like Jay. But that didn't mean that he didn't serve a purpose during his tenure.
Lynette Braxton said, "Does London have his own platform?" No. And that's what we have all been pushing for a while now. Let's all have our own platforms so we, get a gist of what it feels like. Thais has his own platform. Thais has to cuss folks out every other day. You know what I'm saying?
You. Thank you.
Darius has his own platform. Darius got to get motherfuckers together every other day. Same thing with Kyrie. And Kenyatta have to address people as well. So my thing is, you have an understanding of what it's like to deal with people and their craziness. And I'm not calling London crazy. Where's London? He still ain't came back.
No, I called him. He said he was getting back on. So I mean, I'm not gonna call him anymore.
At this point, honey, it is what it is. It's nothing you can do. You tried. What can you do? You try. You try.
What I said now is what I said then. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Period. Point blank. Ain't nothing changed. I'm not doing this shit no more. The four kings, the king in the court, the unplugged shit. Listen, this is what we are. This is what we are, and this is what we do. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna sit up out here and with that little boy. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not gonna sit out here and have people like that little boy. I ain't talking about London now. Like that little child sit out here and act like you are superior above anybody, and then you talk. First of all, you was talking to Thais like he your motherfucking child. I was confused.
And I'll slap the dog shit out of him. I'll slap the taste out of his mouth.
And then, bitch, you gonna call me an ape and a fucking bohemian? Bitch, you don't even know me. Talking about people up there. Anyways, so I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not doing this shit. What y'all see is what it is. We have special guests and all of those things like that and everything like that. But let me tell you just like this. What people try to do, and this what I'm about to say is not directed at London. I'm gonna say this one more time. What I'm about to say right now is not directed at London. What people try to do, like this little punk ass little boy did the other day, they try to get in people's chats, inboxes to do divide and conquer. Before there was a King show or anything like that, they did this shit with me and Miko. Before there was Miko, they did this shit and they wanted to try to take my platform down. I built 4, 5 fucking platforms because people didn't like the fact that I was speaking out about what was going on in church. Anybody that's followed me for a period of time, you know what the fuck I'm saying is true. I built 5 fucking platforms. I lost about 3 fucking Facebook pages dealing with this type of bullshit right here. Then here come this little boy trying to inbox Thais. See, I just don't like the ignorance and coming at me and see, Thais, you need to sit down and do some research and you need to do this and you need to do that because Jives is ignorant. Jives is acting like an ape. Jives is disrespecting me. You want to pull out the divide and conquer. I'm not going to play them games because everything I said has never been a lie. I gave the truth and receipts all the time. I built this platform, one, because all of us have chemistry. Me, London, Kyrie, Thais, we all had chemistry. We all played a part in all this stuff. London was good with some politics, but it's a little fuzzy every now and then. He was good with the politics. Kyrie was good with a lot of his subject matters, and he knew people. Thais, funny, comical. I said that goes great with the chemistry. We're all able to bring chemistry. So then when we brought it together, we had our bumps, and we tried to work them things out. And then so when we got to bigger things that I knew would be bigger issues, I included everybody. Because I say, you know what? These my brothers, and I want them to come in and have input. Well, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was and went like it went. But so I don't know where little sister at. I don't know. Y'all.
Well, after today, I mean, there's no need else. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. I won't be talking about it no more. because there was a
Yeah.
valiant effort to talk about it today. And for whatever reason, I don't know why London just chose to leave, but my phone number will still be the same. But I don't want to talk about this ever again on the phone, in a chat. I'm done with it because it's like at this point, is it when somebody makes an effort and the effort is like, like you spitting in somebody's face, that's like it's you showing what you feel about the whole situation. So if we conversate, if we talk, it won't be about this ever again. I promise you. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear it. I don't.
Yeah. And I do want to say I love London as a brother, and I think everybody on here cares about London, even Jives, even with even with whatever has transpired against, because I know Jives is not a person, he's not a hateful person, he don't hold grudges against people. Um, I still love London. I'm
Okay,
still gonna
so
be his
wait,
friend.
Darius, let me say this. So I'm not gonna just sit here and act as if, you know what I'm saying, like I don't love London. I never had an issue with London. I didn't like what happened. I don't not like or love London because London, at the end of the day, we were friends,
Hmm.
you know. But I'm not gonna sit out here and kiss your ass. I'm not gonna do that. I'm really not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could bring some things on the show. I'm just not gonna do that, y'all. It's not that serious. Like I could say some shit, but I'm not gonna do that because it's not that. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all too know what I'm
Baby,
talking about.
listen.
Hmm.
But I'm just not gonna do that because I'm like this right here. I'm not doing this to throw dirt and shade and mess on London. I just honestly wanted this right here to be cleared up because every time I hear something, it's London said this, London said that, and I'm like, look, dude, I got in his comments today, and I said, look, please stop acting like I have a problem with you. And even when I asked him the question, he couldn't even tell me what my what I have an issue with him with. I'm like, because there is no problem. I may not call you, but we ain't got no problem. Like you did what you did. It is what it is. If you really wanted to discuss, we would discuss it. But I'm not going to call you to kiss your ass. I'm not going to do that. That I'm not going to do. I'm a
So,
grown
so,
ass man. Go
so
ahead.
this won't be a narrative that goes out. That so this won't be the narrative that goes out. He got uncomfortable because this was done in a public space. I hit London up this morning after
Thank you.
Jive said, "You know what? We need to bring. Let's talk about this." And I hit him up and I told him, and we were all on the chat at the time. I said, we will guarantee you there's not going to be no ambush. And did I say that, Darius?
You did.
It's not going to be no ambush, ain't no setup situation. I sent all that over to London via text this morning. If everybody wants to say, well, maybe he was uncomfortable about this being told, we've already had the conversations privately several times. This was just the one opportunity to get it out in the open so people could understand. That's why Giants was doing this, so people would stop seeing certain narratives and not understanding what was going on. Because you got so many people, well, what happened? What's going on? Where's London? So it was an opportunity to get it all out in the open. Because again, we've had the conversation he's talking about having. We've had that privately several times.
And then to Prince James, Reed Williams, I get what you're saying, calling him not to kiss his ass, or calling I've done I've done that.
See, people don't know because they don't know what's good. They
They
know
don't
what
know.
happens on the live. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes. This is not like today was the first day everybody reached out to London on May 1st. That's what people don't understand. So I think people just don't get it. I think Jives, like the Bible says, when you go to a town and you're not received, the Bible says you're supposed to shake the dust off your feet and keep on preaching. And that's I think at this point, that's what we have to do. At this point,
So
we love London, and the love will remain. But what can you do? What can you say?
so
Hmm.
Darius, you want to say something, Thais?
No, I
You know,
mean it is what it is, and like I said, we just wanted to address it because we know it was already out in the public, and that's why I didn't understand London. Okay, you saying you don't want to address it publicly, but you're saying things in the public. You're commenting
okay,
in the public.
okay. So let me say this. Okay, so he just said before he got off that there is something that he needs to say to us or to talk with us privately. Ain't that what he just said?
He did.
Okay, so I'm not sure what that is. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that because I'm just like after this live, I don't want to hear shit else about this fucking platform. Not now, goddamn thing.
And y'all with this damn mentorship. I'm so sick of this shit. I'm tired of this mentorship bullshit. Please, can we stop? You have to be able to be mentored. You have to at least you got to come to the table at least halfway ready to listen. We know everybody is not whole and well. We know that. But you got to be able to at least say, bro, I got you. I feel what you're saying. I'm going to take that. And, I may not. And listen, people have been mentoring me when I was younger, and I didn't give a fuck about what they were saying. But I smiled and grinned and just said, okay, yeah. And then maybe later I, thought about it. But you got to at least come to the table with your hands open a little bit to receive whatever somebody has. People, y'all done ran this mentorship shit down into the ground. Mentor. When people are telling you, I don't give a fuck everybody, fuck the world. I'm done. I like I said, Thais Jackson after the day, honey. I don't want to talk about it no more. Friday night, honey, it's a new docket and a new day, honey. Let's roll on.
So Justin said it's how we all come to the table. It is how we come to the table. And see, the thing is before everybody got on, I didn't want to say nothing because I wanted everybody to be here. I don't want something said that, what I'm saying, I said something I didn't. I wanted everybody to be here. Jazz wanted to come on. You know what I'm saying? Jay had something to say. I told London through Thais, I said, this ain't gonna be no ambush. I want you want to talk, you want to say stuff publicly, it's gonna be all of us. Kyrie said, lost cause, I'm out. Deuces. Y'all got it.
I knew that. I felt that.
James like, girl, I'm out.
I just felt like the energy when you start the conversation, I can tell what your energy is like. Your energy it's the same energy. So you didn't even come today. I'm an Aquarius. I match energy. And when you come with the wrong energy, it's like, child, you didn't even come in today to try to listen. Who knows what could have happened today?
Yeah.
You could have been a guest co-host this Friday.
Yeah.
But no. No, you didn't. You came with the wrong energy.
Mm-hmm. And
Iyanla, excuse me, Darius. I'm sorry, brother. Iyanla got a whole show after her and Oprah sit down and talked. She sure did.
Mm-hmm. And I like to say another thing too. I agree with you about the energy. And another thing too is when you're addressing a person, look that person in their eyes. It's kind of like you looking from the other, like you don't want to look at them while you're speaking. You want to talk from this way, but you don't want to look at the person while you're speaking. That nonverbal was telling a whole lot. And don't get me wrong, I'm not reading my brother because I love him. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna love him like this.
We will still love you, but baby, this didn't go as planned. This didn't go the way I envisioned it.
Yeah, it didn't. And
I thought him and Jive was gonna make up. I thought him and Jive was gonna make up. Jive was gonna cry. London was gonna cry. They was gonna rock back and forth.
I ain't even played that.
I thought it was gonna be like Oprah and Iyanla to sit down.
And Ross Tucker, I'm a Pisces too. Me and you shall never part.
It didn't go like that, honey. It's okay.
Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea. No.
It didn't happen. It's all right.
It's all right.
And this has happened with the Supremes, the Jones Girls, the Pointer Sisters. The emotions. This happens. It happens. Sometimes people move on. They just move on.
I'm a whole Leo, okay? With a slight dash of Virgo. Listen, y'all. I promise you, like, we would not even be here today had London not removed himself. And then not only not removed himself, it's like you got a problem, you call everybody else. And then it's like I'm the bad person. And I'm explaining what's going, like I just did today. I'm explaining what's going on. But it's just like, it's not getting through. And it is what it is. I appreciate London for coming on and all of this stuff like that. But what I'm not going to do after today is I'm not going to keep doing this. So if London decides he want to make a post, a live or anything, or if he call anybody, baby, y'all just don't tell me nothing. But I don't care. We've tried. Hell, we here today. We've tried.
I'm giving it to God.
Just it, Thais.
I'm turning it over to the Lord.
He can fix it better than we can.
God can fix it for you.
I'm giving it over to the Lord.
Prayer is the most you can do. And before you give up and let the devil win, go back and pray again. So anyway, I'm very appreciative to my brothers today for us even being here trying to do this today, because y'all, I really didn't care to do this today. I just feel like at some point, let's just kill it, squash it, and I can tell this London guy is embarrassed and may be intimidated to come on. Why would he be intimidated? London from
He was a
Duval.
king. He was a whole king. It was me. It was me, Jives, Kyrie, and London. It was, how are you intimidated? Listen, y'all. Honey, I don't know. I just don't know.
London ain't got no reason to be embarrassed. My intention was not to even come on and embarrass him. I just wanted to talk. It's been in the open. Let's talk. Let's move on. Anyways, we spent too much time on this. We've given this a whole hour. I was not about to do no intro. I was not about to do none of this because this ain't no show. It's open conversation. Boom. All hearts and minds clear.
Yes.
All hearts and minds are clear. Just know when you've done the best that you can do, you can walk away and say, you know what? I tried. At least I tried. So now people will at least have understanding of what happened and how it went down. At least that'll give people an understanding, so people can stop saying what happened.
Absolutely.
1 second.
I'm well with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, appreciate everybody. Love y'all. All right.